So I wanted to record this devotion while it was fresh on my mind. So my main source of income right now, my main job right now, while I'm in this time of transition, I'm just kind of just freshly moved, to be near some family and, just don't really know where my next teaching job is going to be full time. So right now I teach online. I just have these little one-on-one tutoring sessions with these kids in China, and we just kind of go through the lessons and I liven it up and we just have a good time. And I make my own schedule, which makes this whole thing worse. So I pick slots that I'm available and times I want to teach in the mornings and or evenings or whatever. And then kids book those times, and then I'm ready to go. I wake up, I'm there, and we go through our thing. Well, for some reason last night I just had in my mind that my first class was at 7 a.m. Even though, I don't know, whatever, I should have known better. So I'm up and I'm doing my stuff and I'm running around, and all of a sudden I see something that one of my students, that there was something like a no-show, and I was like, oh man, she canceled. No, I'm the one that was the no-show. So I was like, oh my gosh, it was already 15 minutes into the class. That's 25 minutes. And they gave up on me. And the powers that be are like, she's not coming. And I was just so upset because I just felt like I let her down and I should have known better. And all these expectations and all that. And, so I go through and I send her a little note and I put the reason why it was a no-show. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Like I just messed up the time. Please forgive me. And I don't know if any of you guys can relate, but when I mess up something like that, it is so hard for me to let it go. It's so hard for me to, just take a deep breath and realize that number one, it's going to be okay. Number one should be you're not perfect. None of us are perfect. We're going to make mistakes. Number two, it's going to be okay. Number three, and probably the most important, is just to learn a good lesson from it. I probably will never do that again. I think it was like over a year ago, I accidentally overslept and missed a class. But guess what? I haven't overslept since then, so I put 2 or 3 alarms. And anyway, so God is helping me learn and realize that you're going to make mistakes in your relationships. You're going to blow it. You're going to mess up. You're going to be mean. You're going to be a bully. You're going to do things you shouldn't with your friends and your family and even the ones you love most. Or, you're going to forget something. You're going to, people are going to be disappointed because of mistakes that you make. But it's going to be okay. Like God knows that's going to happen. He's going to use it for good. I don't know, maybe it keeps us humble, helps us to be understanding when other people, do something like that. A lot of us are very understanding with other people. We're very forgiving. But yeah, when it comes to ourselves, we feel like we're not allowed to make mistakes and all that. And I'm one of the worst about that. So I just thought, you know what, this is a good thing to share and just to encourage other people, because I know that I'm not alone in that. And like I said, there is forgiveness out there, and even if worst case in my situation, if she never books with me again, it's okay. I'm still going to be a great teacher. I'm still going to influence young people, in my classroom or all over the world or whatever that God gives me opportunity. It's okay. It's going to be okay. So I'm starting to accept it, and, God has done a really good job of just teaching me and helping me to just take a deep breath and relax and, just to know that people extend grace. We say forgive ourselves. I heard someone say it's really not a thing, but, just let it go, let go of perfection. It weighs you down, and just learn. So anyway, hopefully that can encourage any of you that can relate to that, and just know that it's going to be okay. God's got your back, and, you're going to be the better for it. So I hope that you all are just continuing to grow in the Lord and to stay connected to Him. Let the truth of what He says about you be the truth that rules your life. And that is just such a big thing for me that God has taught me in my life growing up with Him. The more I know and believe the truth, what He says about me, I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. He loves me with an everlasting love. I am His masterpiece. Oh my gosh, it just makes life just so much more bearable, and just I'm just strengthened through him, and just what he says about me and just trying to see myself in his eyes. And so I just pray that you all are on that same journey. So be encouraged. Have an amazing day.